Hi Aries, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your weekly tarot reading for the week of June 20th to the 26th, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. Do keep in mind this is general for your week, so just take what resonates. But as well, don't forget to like, comment, and of course subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Now, we're going to begin by pulling from the Sacred Light Oracle deck, and then we'll further speak upon the week with the Mermaid Tarot. But don't forget to stick with me to the very end of the reading to get an answer to your own yes or no question. Now, the song that Spirit chose to speak upon your week on shuffle, you got Say Something by Kylie Minogue. Say Something. I'll leave that down below for you to utilize in one way, shape, or form. And let's begin. Let's begin. Taking it to the next level is just what I heard. Taking it to the next level. But there's a need to ground yourself. There will be a level of laughter taking place at certain points throughout your week for Aries, for this upcoming week for Aries. We have Ascension Flame. Bear with me as I couldn't read that properly for whatever reason. It may happen to throughout the week, but I do feel like there's a focus on liberation, a sense of greater purpose, high expectations. People have a sense that you are going to accomplish a lot. I feel like people expect a lot from you while you're expecting potentially even more from others, whether that applies to your work situation, applies to other people in your life in general. It could be at home. But I was just drawn to a diamond, an image of a diamond. And I feel like you expect oneself to accomplish a life of lavish, all right, or just finer things. Someone else could be expecting you to provide them with those kind of items or that kind of lifestyle. You may feel like there's just an expectation for you to provide for your family or for to just make a certain amount of money. Could be your parents expecting you to work a certain amount. I feel like it's going to obviously differ from case to case, but I sense that you want this sort of liberation throughout the week for whatever reason. A sense of a greater purpose being felt within by you throughout the week at certain points. And I feel like there's a push to ask oneself, am I tied up with that greater purpose? Or is it more so destined to come into play further down the line along my path? But underneath it all, I feel like somebody has healing hands, all right? Whether it's you or somebody in your situation, a sense of power exuding from you throughout the week, but I feel kind of annoyed in your energy. Empathic qualities being thought about or experienced, as I do feel like you're thinking about animals quite often throughout the week. Let's pull from the Mermaid Tarot. I'm now hearing people need to pipe it down. People need to pipe it down, being quite loud for Aries to continue. We're going to take this one. Seven of Pentacles, putting in the hard work even when you don't want to, okay? Thinking about life cycles, thinking about actual birth. I do feel like it's a week where you are pushed to get your voice out there. Say something if you dare is what I heard. Okay, you may feel the inclination to speak up to an authority figure or somebody in charge in one way, shape, or form, or just to make sure something gets done. Okay, I do feel like there's a lack of patience. All right, it's a very spiritually connected week with the High Priestess, and I feel like you're being quite secretive on the down low to oneself, but I feel like there's just a lot going on. There's a transformation you're going through that you don't fully get or even recognize is taking place at this time, but I do feel like in the midst of it all, you have a lack of patience. You can even sense that other people around you are feeling quite impatient in a lot of ways or just wanting things to move quicker. Stuff like long lines at a store or waiting for somebody to respond to you will make you feel quite, all right, let's go. Come on, again, impatient. Things like background noise and disturbances, delays, all will frustrate you just slightly. So don't be surprised when that happens. But I do feel like there are some very, very positive parts of the week underneath it all. A push to prioritize your happiness. When you're happiest, I feel like you're working. Even if you're just doing the mundane tasks or just doing what you have to do, I feel like you go from not loving it to then being very happy, okay? Or putting in the effort, the work in one way, shape, or form. Thinking about the happiness that some people get from certain additions to their family or changes they've made recently. Potentially asking oneself some heavy questions like, what do I want to give birth to? What do I want to change? What do I want to adjust in my life to seek and acquire more happiness, more contentment, okay? Thinking about a wish that you maybe once gave up on or feel is a bit of a struggle to acquire. I feel like Spirit's on your side when it comes to making that happen, as long as you still want it, okay? You may feel at one point in the week, you're pushed to think about how your dreams, your wishes, your goals have developed and changed over time because you've changed, because of what you've been through, and because of what you were held back from going through. I do sense that you're being pushed to follow your North Star, your inner compass, and guide oneself as Spirit guides you side by side with that towards what you deserve, okay? Speaking will be necessary, but I do sense that there's a balance in all that needs to come into play. With the Five of Pentacles, you could be thinking about wanting more money, but I do sense that there's just certain moments where you feel like you just don't fit in. It could be with one big situation. That's a situation where there's a huge amount of patience needed, but just doesn't feel present, okay? It could be Spirit reminding you in certain ways that you just need to move towards the new, okay? And I do, this could be a connection, right? Or certain connections. It could be more so a living situation or a job or something of the sort. It could be an area, right? I do feel like there's a focus on upgrading in a lot of ways, okay? Potentially a new financial investment or a new job once again. What else do we have? And when you feel as if something's moving slowly, again, a lack of patience, but I also feel like there's certain points where you're pushed by Spirit to slow it down, even though you have a lot to accomplish. And I feel like you just want oneself and other progressions to just speed up. It's this wanting things to move quicker than they're potentially meant to, okay? But something that feels like it's been progressing quite slowly, even if it's picking up pace at certain points, they're showing progression and then steps back or just stagnancy and then more progression. You have a lot of options when it comes to that in the near future, all right? They're saying don't give up. What else do we have for Aries? We have these Six of Swords coming out. So when you feel overly frustrated, just move towards a new situation, even if it's temporarily. I do feel like you're thinking about being guided by your main guide towards a whole new situation in the future. I mean, that's a big part of this week, to think about moving towards the new, okay? We have the King of Swords and the Two of Cups. Bear with me, as I do feel like you're guarded, somewhat prepared for battles or one big battle in your life moving forward, or with a specific connection, but you're very, very passionate. And if you can channel that passion into something positive that can help you get a release all the meanwhile, there's a true power in that, okay? Beneficial all the meanwhile, of course. But people are seeing you as somebody who's a bit cold at certain points, okay? But very knowledgeable all the meanwhile. And there's just a highlight on one specific connection within your life that needs some improvement, or for some it may need to just come to an end, okay? I just feel like you may need a breather when it comes to the advice, the what people feel is best for you, okay? As the level of background noise is taking place as we speak. So moving forward, bear with me as I just pause. We have the King of Wands. And so you're also embodying this vibe throughout the week, being quite passionate, bold, and just turning your back to what doesn't feel right to you or annoys you, okay? At moments throughout the week, certain times, you're gonna feel quite emotional, but sing your song, create art, find certain ways, even if it's through your work, to express oneself, as it again will very much benefit you, as you are very overly serious and just wanting to plan, develop, create, potentially stay focused on your work, but have other obligations that need to take place. I just heard pay no mind. Pay no mind to the BS. Pay no mind to the annoyances. I just feel like your power lies within tapping into that grounded, patient version of oneself, as I feel like you're going through, once again, a huge transformation, all right? So let's answer your question, as we do have the Empress at the bottom of the deck. For Aries. Alrighty, you're getting an answer of yes. You got a yes. So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go have yourself an amazing week, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Aries.